If you have a federal case and if it's public, one of the best questions you can ask an attorney that you're interviewing to come on your case is whether or not they've dealt with that prosecutor and what the experience has been. Criminal defense is a very small community. It is, at least in New York, where we interact with probably the same few hundred people on the defense bar, at the U.S. Attorney's Office, and the local DA's offices. So everyone kind of knows everyone else, or they've had prior dealings with their colleagues. And on federal cases, it's not uncommon that you bump into the same prosecutor 5-10 years later just because they're still at the office and you're still doing other criminal defense work. We've recently got a call about coming on to represent a witness on a charged case. And the first thing we've done was we pulled the docket on the charged case and we saw who the AUSA was. And I've done a very complex case against this AUSA, and many things went wrong due to no fault of either myself or the AUSA on that case. And each time there was an ethical dilemma or an issue, that prosecutor time and time again has done the right thing, or what I thought was the right thing from the client's perspective. And at the end of the case, we shook hands and he said, "Fast, I hope we do another one, just not this bad and not this complicated." And that's someone who I have a good working relationship with, and that's someone who I think is very much above board and not underhanded. So when this potential client called us to say, "Do you know the AUSA?" we said, "Yes, we do. We actually think he does a good job, and compared to some of his colleagues, we like him a lot." So if you're interviewing, if you have a charged case, if you have the prosecutor's name, always ask your lawyer if they've dealt with that person and what their thoughts were. You may get invaluable feedback that you can't get anywhere else because there's no website like reviewyourprosecutor.com.